first time you see him and that big smile lights up his face and lights up the room. That's the effect that John Ikard has on people.
John Ikard's tenure at First Bank helped propel the institution into one of Colorado's most impressive success stories. First Bank's motto, "Banking for Good," is something close to John's heart, and he continues his legacy of going above and beyond with every organization he touches. John Ikard was born in Las Cruces, New Mexico in 1956.
And came up to Colorado State in 1974. And then I just sort of bombed out of school, came back, ended up with a psychology degree, and ended up later on getting my MBA in business.
That academia wasn't his entire focus when he was in college.
Had a car payment coming due, so I thought I'd better take it seriously. So I answered an ad in the paper to be a trainee at First Bank at $15,000 a year. And you know, your first couple of years, didn't really enjoy it, but then one day the light came on, and now it's been 42 years. And I started off in Castle Rock, and then we opened the bank at the Tech Center. Became the president there, and that was really my first big stepping stone.
John quickly moved through the ranks at First Bank and was named president and CEO of First Bank Holding Company in 1999, a position he held until 2017.
First Bank quadrupled in size, one customer at a time, during John's leadership. We went from $4 billion in assets to over $17 billion while he was CEO.
John was also the chairman of the American Bankers Association, the nation's largest financial services association, as well as serving on the Federal Reserve Board of Kansas City.
I believe John was the first person I had come in to give a talk about what ethics looked like. During the whole subprime mortgage mess, did they give any subprime loans at First Bank? He said they gave a couple, actually, and they couldn't figure out how to do it in a way that was responsible, so they didn't do it. He really is a community leader because he cares about our whole community.
In 2010, First Bank partnered with Community First Foundation to launch Colorado Gives Day, a 24-hour online drive to raise money for Colorado nonprofits.
You create an incredible amount of goodwill. It gets back to employees. They want to know that you're giving to their special causes.
I think John's superpower is that he values people. John and I have worked together on a whole host of issues, a lot of them very stressful. And the thing that I enjoyed very much about John is that he always made the stressful work very enjoyable. It's just his humanity. He's just a very generous, spirited person.
John meets with our young, emerging professionals of color often. He forges introductions, he leverages his connections, and he really helps young people and growing leaders alike.
And makes it unique is the diversity of the organizations that he has led and contributed to over the years. Healthcare, higher education, economic development, the National Western.
Well, the National Western Center Authority is a complicated project, right? You're representing interests of Colorado State University, the City and County of Denver, the Western Stock Show Association. And John chairs that board with his usual grace and humility. He gets people to smile, he brings us together, always keeps us focused on what that common goal is.
John is also very funny, has a great sense of humor, takes the work very seriously, but he doesn't take himself seriously.
During our meetings, sometimes he'll say something or just a quip, and everybody will just start laughing because it'll be just out of the blue, but it'll just be on point and so hysterical.
John has never met a stranger. He has the most strategic mind, and he is a brilliant thought partner.
Anyone who knows John Ikard is better for that experience.